So I gave you a quick rundown of my method of editing music videos, and now Daniel is going to give us a little run through of how he's going to do the compositing portion of the video.
All right. And so basically what I had to do is once Adam had given me the video clips, I had to find a way to get them into After Effects. So what I did is I used this really cool trick. It's kind of new. It's been around for a little while. But it's called dynamic linking. And so basically what you do is you go into Premiere and you right click on the video clip and you say edit in or dynamic link with After Effects. Mm-hmm. And basically what it does is it takes that video clip or the portion of video clips that you selected and spits them out into After Effects. Now the good thing about that is it references the clip that you used for Premiere. So your information is inside of After Effects with all of your cuts. And instead of it being the video clips, it's going to show the video clips cut in that same time sequence in a new composition inside of After Effects. So what I did after I did that is I pre-composed each video clip so I can start creating the digital worlds that you see in the music video. So for example, let's go run through here. This is kind of one of my favorite shots here because it goes from the very bottom and we kind of peek over a mountaintop. But that's just basically what I did. That's the original video clip that Adam passed on to me, and I pre-composed it and did the green screen work from there. So there's a lot to green screen. I'm going to kind of show you the basics of how to do a quick green screen. And then from there, just kind of give you some tips on how to kind of manage everything. Because it can get really tough, especially if you have a lot of different elements going into it. Now what I did is I didn't create everything in a 3D world. I downloaded stock footage and composited stock footage. So I grabbed different elements. So like this here is actually a really big cliff. So here at the bottom of the screen, it's a really big cliff that I composited. You're always trying to divert the eye as much as possible because green screen, a lot of times you're not going to get a perfect key. But if you can divert the eye to another spot in the video frame, you can kind of mask your flaws or kind of like a magician.
Putting a big sun back there.
Right, exactly. What we're going to do now is we're going to hop back into After Effects, and I'm just going to take one of the video files that we used for the project. So let's select something kind of easy for right now to key out.
Step one is removing the green.
Removing the green.
Okay.
So we're going to drag our video clip onto our new composition icon right here, at the very bottom of our project window. And this is a pretty easy key right here. So all I have to do is I'm going to go into our effects and presets. I'm going to type in key light. I'm going to show you a quick way that I like to do things because it's really easy. Key light's pretty much got three main buttons that you need to know about. You've got your source, which is your untouched video file here in this drop-down menu. You've got your combined matte, which is kind of showing you like the alpha matte. So like in Photoshop, when you're doing a layer mask, you've got your white area reveals, your subject or your object, and that black area hides it. So it's pretty much the same principle here inside of Keylight. We're going to see that here in just a second. And then you got your final result. And your final result is everything mixed all together. So you've got your alpha matte, you've got all your keyed out areas, you remove the green, and it's adding actually a little bit of purple back into the final composite so that you don't see the green spill areas. And green spill is just basically when the green light, when light reflects off the green and hits the subject. So the very basic way to do this is we're just going to go ahead and select final results. And if I hold down my option key after selecting our color picker, I can kind of go throughout the video footage here and kind of pick a good area that is keying out. Now this is a pretty clean key. It's not too difficult. So I'm just going to hold option, click there, and that's my selection. I've got my green selection here. And so the next thing I want to do is look at the combined matte because that's going to tell me the truth of how well the composite came out. So, and just thinking same thing as Photoshop, the white areas revealing your subject, your black is what's hiding, what part of the image is being hidden. So I can actually kind of intensify this. So even though it looks like a nice key, you can still see kind of like spotty areas here.
Yeah,
so
on the shoulder.
the shoulder, and in the background too. If you look really hard, you can see like little white speckles of just artifact and noise. So what I want to do is actually clip that or crush that information. So I'm going to actually crush my black information. And here's a little game you're going to play always. Once you crush the black, the white's going to pop up with a different funny area that needs to be fixed. Once you crush the white, the black's going to pop up with little funny areas. So what we need to do is try to keep both numbers as far apart as possible, but having as strong of a white area or black area as I can get. So this looks pretty good. Some of the things that we need to fix here, so we've got our combined matte and our final result. What the goal of green screen really is just to try to get the edges to look very clean. So that it looks like it's you know.
So it doesn't look like they. So it looks like they're actually there and not placed there fakely. Which a lot of you can tell some bad green screening when you see it.
Yeah.
It'll hit you right in the face.
Yeah. Especially like if the background isn't moving and your subject, you can clearly tell like the camera is moving. That's just like bright light on. Hey, this is a green screen. Look at me, I'm green screen kind of deal. What we're gonna do here is we're really gonna take a look at the edges. So what I'll do here is I'll go back into our screen mattes and just shrink a -1. Again, all these buttons are here to help, but you really want to kind of avoid using or overkilling it. Sometimes you'll get like a really good clean here and then a really bad key here. If you just click the color picker and just pick a random location, you can get kind of any result. But being able to see it visually by holding down the option key is really going to help you get the cleanest area for yourself. So cool. I mean, that's the basics of the green screen removal here with key light. So another couple things to wrap things up here. What you'll want to do, and what'll help out a lot of the times, is just drawing a quick mask around the area that you need.
Is that the dreaded pen tool?
Yes, but you know, we don't need something too fancy for this. We just need to remove those tracker points. So
now, will that mask move with him?
Well, here's the cool thing. This is a new feature inside of After Effects. If you actually go to your tracker window, and we're just going to pull it up here and press play, After Effects will basically animate that mask for you and just do things right away. Before, you used to have to rotoscope and kind of go through things.
Go down a little bit, move it. Go down a little bit, move it. Yeah. Keyframe it yourself.
Yeah, and let me tell you, if you've ever been frustrated doing anything on a computer, that's probably the most frustrating thing you can do is rotoscoping. So that's why I love this feature, because it just makes things so much quicker for you.
That's cool. So that is a simple way, basic way. I mean, there's a lot more involved with building the backgrounds and adding motion in the backgrounds, but that's pretty much...
That's what it is. It's just down to the basics. That's how you key something out.
All right. Well, Daniel, are you ready to show the folks at home?
Oh, yeah.
The music video for Jewel Vera that me and Daniel worked very hard on. And if you notice, the footage is a little bit different. We also had one of our buddies here color the whole thing for us, which, is put a color treatment over the footage. Yeah. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen,
here you go.
Die Trying by Jewel Vera.
When home is what you want, but it's all gone, and you're standing in the ashes, friend, the one you need, stuck in your dream, and you're looking through the ruins. When it's love, you dare. Set it all on fire, we're gonna build it higher. I would rather die tonight, 'cause I know it's worth the fight. And when you burn our empire, tree. Just you and